welcome back to Chamber Chat. Renee, this has been such a great show, and now it's about to get even better because we have Bobby from Homosassa Butterfly, which is a fantastic attraction in Homosassa. It's been there for 3.5 years.
That's correct.
Bobby, thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
We want to know everything there is to know about butterflies.
Well, I could try to do that within the 6 minutes that we have here, or you can come down to the attraction and we could actually, you know, do the whole thing.
Exactly, exactly. And what can people expect when they come to Homosassa Butterfly?
It's an educational attraction on the butterfly life cycle. If you don't know anything about butterflies, you're going to learn a real lot. If you do know something about it, I guarantee you, you'll learn more. But we educate you on the whole butterfly life cycle with an educational movie, and then you come out of the movie room, we give you a personal tour. We tell you how to plant a butterfly garden. A lot of people are just plant nectar plants, whereas we tell you that you have to plant the host plant also, the one that they lay their eggs on to keep the butterflies in your yard. But we show you live eggs. We tell you survival strategies that they have. Then we have a caterpillar room where you can see a half a dozen different live caterpillars. And we show you what they turn into on their host plant. Then we have a chrysalis room where you can see them actually hatch out. And then you go out into the habitat. We have a 2,500 square foot area filled with nectar plants and host plants, and you can see the whole butterfly life cycle right in there. We have hundreds of live butterflies, usually in between 10 and 30 different species throughout the year.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That is so fantastic. Well, there's always been a buzz in the community about Homosassa Butterfly, so I'm excited to have you on the show today to really just kind of paint a picture of what people can expect. So let's ask you some fun questions about butterflies. You got one for them?
I'm really curious. What do butterflies eat?
Well, the main source of food for a butterfly is nectar out of flowering plants. Lantana, porterweed, red pentas, butterfly bush, zinnias, marigolds, black-eyed Susans, purple coneflowers, salvias, goldenrod. Those are all nectar plants. When they feed off of just straight nectar, they only live about 2 to 3 weeks. That's their whole life cycle as an adult butterfly. But they can, if they feed off of other stuff other than nectar, they can actually increase their life to 2 to 3 months. And such things would be tree sap, cow manure, horse manure, rotten fruit. They get sodium salt out of the soil. Mainly males will do that. They need a high content of sodium for mating. But butterflies that feed off of other stuff other than nectar actually can live up to 2 to 3 months. So if you have rotten fruit like bananas and apples and oranges and stuff like that, just cut them up, put them on a plate, and put them out by your butterfly garden, and they'll actually feed off of that also.
Really? So that appeals to butterflies?
Oh, sure, yes, yeah.
It doesn't sound so tasty to me.
It does.
So we hear the term social butterfly. Are butterflies social? Do they make friends? Do they have relationships?
They do, yes. Mainly butterflies only mate with their same species. And the female releases a pheromone which will attract the opposite sex. And the male can find the female, identify her through colors and stuff. They can see red, green, and yellow. They also see ultraviolet colors, colors that surround the other butterflies, so they know which species that they're attracted to. And they mate with the same species, and then the female, once she detaches, she's out looking for that plant to lay her eggs on. But there are some territorial ones also. If they have a special flower that they like, monarchs are great for this. They'll chase other butterflies away from their plants and stuff like that. So it's pretty good. But when you'll see all that in the habitat when you come. You'll see mating, territorial behaviors, egg laying, all different things. So it's pretty amazing.
That is fantastic. Well, I think one of the things that you want our viewers to know is that butterflies are actually on the decline. So why is that, and what can we do about that?
That is true. And we teach you that they are on the decline, and the main
reason for it is
lack of the habitat, the proper plants that they actually lay their eggs on. So 90% of the people that come in there just do nectar plants, but the main plant and the most important to attract a butterfly to your yard and keep her in your yard is to try to attract the female with the plant that she lays her eggs on. Once she mates, her sole mission is to find that plant. So with all the construction and everything else that has been going on over the last 100 years, all these different plants have been getting eaten up. Every species lays their eggs on a different plant. So the less plants that there are, the less amount of eggs that they can lay on those plants, and you get less and less butterflies every year. Especially with the monarchs, they were spraying all the milkweed for 5 years, and that almost devastated the monarch population. It declined by half in the last 5 years, but now they're trying to preserve the milkweed plant, and they're actually starting to come back. So it's very important to plant the plant that they lay their eggs on. And the more of those plants you plant in your butterfly garden, the more different species of butterflies you'll see. And the reward is that once she finds it, she can smell it from a mile away, believe it or not, with her antennas. Then when they land on the plant, they have hairs on their body, legs, and feet that they can actually taste with. So once she finds it, she'll actually stay right around your yard for 2 to 3 weeks, knowing that that plant's there laying eggs on it. And then the females, in turn, will attract the male. He's coming to feed off your nectar plants, but he's also coming to look for a mate. So that's why you want to plant a combination of both nectar plants and those host plants that they lay their eggs on. And you'll have butterflies in your yard all day long, all week long.
I bet. What a great way to bring butterflies.
And the education with the trips and the field trips and stuff.
Yes, we have thousands of kids that come through the schools, and it's a great educational field trip for them. No matter what you teach them in the classroom, it's nothing like hands-on. And everything that they learn when they come to the butterfly attraction, they can do actually in their own backyard. So it's a great field trip for the area schools. And we, like I said, we've had thousands of kids. Probably 20 to 30 different schools in the area have come in. So it's a great trip for the kids.
Well, they can learn more about Homosassa Butterfly on homosassabutterfly.com. Bobby, thank you so much for being here. Renee, thank you to you too.
Thank you.
That wraps up another episode of Chamber Chat. If you'd like to feature on Chamber Chat, email me at spotlightmelissa@aol.com and be sure to click like on Facebook. Thank you so much, Citrus County. We'll see you next week.